and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is... Hey, Dave.
Thanks very much.
Not at all. Yeah, some similarities definitely there, David. Thank you. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Jared Vanderbilt out there with Davis. Then it's Russell. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Reeves in at the 2 spot. And for the Timberwolves, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think of a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Here's Reeves for the 3. Conley grabs the miss. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Edwards from deep. Offensive rebound. Good D by James. The Lakers off to a slow start. It's a 5-point game. From the arc. A rebound by the Timberwolves. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Passes it to Conley. They double-team Conley. Back to McDaniel. Offline with his 3. LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Right here's a classic NBA question. Who's been the best franchise in league history? Celtics or the Lakers?
Come on, Kevin. You are putting me on the spot, but I'd go with the Lakers. More superstars over the years, and I think that 2000s run with Kobe and company, that put them ahead in my estimation.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. From the baseline. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Back to Vanderbilt. He feeds it to LeBron. And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron, he's setting the screen, but you can't lose sight of him when he rolls.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Conley finds McDaniel. Outside Conley. 3-pointer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
James. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Minnesota shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Pass to Bamba. Back to Schroeder. For 3. That one, no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 4. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And that's how they controlled the first quarter. I thought they were the much more physical team.
Doris, one thing that stood out about the Timberwolves last season was their fast-paced play.
No doubt, Kevin, and you can trace that directly to the head coaching position in Chris Finch. This is a group that loved to push the basketball up the floor, wanted to catch defenses before they had a chance to dig in the half court. And remember, that is the classic mark of a youthful team, particularly one with the athleticism that Anthony Edwards brings.
Naz Reid out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Noel in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. He makes 1 of 2 that time. And evaluating defenders goes well beyond blocks and steals. So, Doris, when you're doing a game, what are some of the things that you look for and that teams are looking for?
Activity, attention to detail, deflections. Is the person switchable? Can they guard the elite wing scorers? In addition to size and length, do they have lateral quickness? So many things go into quality defense.
And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Anderson. McDaniels, he's checked in for Edwards. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And then for Los Angeles, Davis is checked in for Rui Hachimura. James comes in for Malik Beasley. And it's Russell in for Dennis Schroeder. There's the pass to Noel. Good on the triple. Noel has got his first 3 points of the game.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Bamba passes to Davis. The second chance effort goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Russell against Conley. Pass to Noel. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Wow, why lay it in when you can send an emphatic message? Rudy Gobert on the dunk.
And there's a record Rudy Gobert set without much fanfare a few years ago. Most dunks in an NBA season.
That's exactly right, G.A. That was back in the 2018-19 season. He threw it down 306 times. Certainly makes sense for a guy who's got that kind of length, athleticism, and the guy who spends so much time right around the cup.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. And Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Irving. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to you.
Well, he's got a point, David, and we thank you for your report. Fires from deep. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 1. Now here's McDaniel. He's covered closely. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had, taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Russell finds Vanderbilt. Well shot off that time.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. LeBron outside. Pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Reeves. Out to Russell. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Lock at 6. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just one on the basket from LeBron.
Well, challenge LeBron James, and I promise he will respond. Take the bump, yes, sir.
From deep three-point range, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Timberwolves ahead, up one. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. Their biggest lead in the first, 5 points. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
This is what the home fan loves to see. Their squad coming out and putting together strong performance. We'll see a couple individual standouts, but what really stand out is how hard they work and how they're playing together.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
They need to turn up the intensity on D. Lots of guys standing around. Can't allow over 50% shooting and expect that. They need to make it tougher to get clean looks and force that offense out of its comfort zone.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just...
Wolves fans, you know them.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at James, what a contribution.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Taking a look at the Lakers. They've got LeBron James, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Davis, and there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Conley against Russell. Towns wide open. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Towns has got 8.
Well, bigs now have got to be able to stretch the floor. Karl Anthony Towns, a knockdown three-point shooter.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer. And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
McDaniels passes to Conley. 1:49 left in the third. The shot, no good. On the wing, Davis, defended by Towns. Davis, the pass to Reeves. Here's the three. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now, you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Some changes for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. And then for Los Angeles, Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Vanderbilt. Here's Alexander Walker. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Pass to Reeves. LeBron against Towns. Kicks it out to James. Takes the three. Rebound, Minnesota. Anderson outside to the wing right side. Here's Alexander Walker. Reeves with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And there's the pass to Walker over Anderson. Walker's shot is off. The Timberwolves trail. Down low. The kick out to Anderson. Tries from 7. Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. LeBron's got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers. Now here's Edwards. Defense is right there. Pass to Reed. Tries again. Towns with the bucket. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
Dominant on the boards. Karl Anthony Towns knows I can get points on the board by getting to the offensive glass.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3.
26.
Lakers lead by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Coming in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Reed. And it's Conley in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards, that's good.
Anthony Edwards, excellent concentration under pressure, excellent defense, and just scores it anyway.
That was a second look at a mobile 1 drive. Amazing control on display.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one.
Here's Schroeder. From outside, off the mark. Minnesota's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3 ball here. Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
Boy, Malik Beasley, known as a pure scorer, but how about the setup of his teammate right there? That's a pretty pass.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's Edwards. Out to Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, spectacular athleticism from the 7-foot center Gobert. Wow.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. A 2-point game. Davis against Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And no time for Davis to doubt himself here. He needs to maintain his focus.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Los Angeles making a switch here. Both shots good from the strike.
This guy has a reputation for being a great free throw shooter, and you've got to knock him down. He does it here.
Takes it inside.
They're talking about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And one more look at that fantastic mobile 1 drive.
Tremendous effort, putting pressure on the rim here at a critical time in this game.
Out to Russell. Back to James. A 3. Vanderbilt the pass to Davis. Russell against Conley. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Reed. Now here's McDaniel. He's tightly guarded. And that one, good. Now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box out.
And how many times have we seen this? LeBron at the line in a big moment.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Minnesota?
They bullied the defense here in the paint. Look at all of those buckets inside. Just hard to defend in the paint.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
Towns is checked in for the Timberwolves. That's tipped. Here's Reeves, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Money!
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
James looking around. It drops. And that shot brings them to within just one.
King James with ice water in his veins, an absolutely breathtaking player.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard the Lakers coach talk to his team. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the Timberwolves call timeout.
Here they come, now heading to the floor. It's your Minnesota Timberwolves Dancers.
Outside Edwards. It's off.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
And he hits the shot. But hang on, guys. Hold everything. The officials may review it here. And the officials are headed to the scores table to review it. Let's see what happens here. Beyond overtime if the original ruling of no basket is confirmed. And they're going to count it after looking at the replay. They ruled that he got the shot off in time. GA, they won it on the buzzer beater.
Kevin, you talk about winning it at the very last second. What a finish. Thankfully, the replay gets the officials off the hook on what would have been an awful call to miss.
And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.